Hello, I'm making a quick video on this homework for this worksheet here. This is homework number 2 for week 7. So basically this is just a little opportunity for us to play around with some math problems. Our equation, our second law, the second law is the net force is equal to the mass times the acceleration. It's just saying anytime there's a net force on something, a leftover force, in other words, if the forces don't all cancel out, and there's a force left over, then that's the net force. And that net force is always equal to the mass of the thing times the acceleration of the thing, which is how much it's speeding up or slowing down. So the key to this is to identify, okay, there's a thing that I know the mass. And the mass is here in the formula right here. And that didn't really work. And it accelerates, so it tells me the acceleration. So there's the acceleration. And calculate the net force. It says calculate the net force, so there's the force. All right, so the way that this circle version of this equation works is I'm going to go to make a shape, make a circle, drop in a circle, and then I'm going to make sure I clicked the arrow so that I can move things around. Got the little hand here. So the way this works is I put the circle around the thing that I want to know. Oops, didn't grab it. It's not grabbing it. I guess I need to have it on the caret. All right. Oh, God. There we go. It's on the thing I want to know. So it's on that thing I want to know. So if the variables are next to each other like this, that's times. M times A. They're next to each other, like multiplying things together, like having parentheses around them. So in this problem, I know the mass, I know the A, I multiply them together to get the net force. That's it. You multiply the mass times the acceleration. Calculate the net force. And show you work right here. On the next problem, we know the mass. We're told the mass. Oops, I used the wrong color. And I know the net force. Now it looks orange. See if I can get an eraser going here. All right. Markup. I picked the yellow for mass this time. There it is. So it says calculate acceleration. So acceleration is here. So I take my circle and I move it down to the acceleration. All right. So this is what I want to know. So the things that are outside of the circle, they're ones on top of the other. So that's like a fraction. So it's force divided by mass. The thing on the top divided by the thing on the bottom, like a fraction. Just the force is always going to be on the top of the fraction when you're dividing. So you divide 40 by 300 to find the net force. So the next problem, is like that, and the next problem is like that. And then down here, it's really the same thing, except instead of a net force, we're just solving for the weight or force of gravity. So weight and force of gravity are the same thing. And instead of A, we have little g. G is the acceleration due to gravity. I think this was my color, right? So anytime we always just use 9 points. So this is about things that are how much they weigh or they're falling. We just use 9.8 for the acceleration. It's just the gravity acceleration. So this is the same problem. We get our circle. Really, it's the same thing, basically. We get our circle, and that's not much of a circle. And we put the thing on the thing we want, which is mass. Oops. That's fine. I need a better circle anyways. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, there it goes. Okay, so what is it? Well, it's this one divided by that one. It's the force of gravity, which is the weight, 800. divided by G, 9.8. 800 divided by 9.8 will give you the mass in kilograms. So that's how you do those problems. All right, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.